Hello everybody, I'm Sushikat and I hope you've all had a fantastic day. And I'm here with another small build, this one for Kevin Alibert's build challenge that he set just before Christmas. So let's jump right into it. This build is based off two concepts, the Bates Motel and the real life person Jeffrey Dahmer, the Milwaukee cannibal. So the general concept of building a motel that has a bit of a darker undertone is an idea I got from the motel out of Psycho, and the inhabitant's story is closely linked to Mr. Dahmer's. Outside you can see that Mr. Dahmer would break down bones into a fine dust, which he's in the process of doing at the moment, with several half broken down bones as well as a Brahmin skull on the table. Moving around the building you can see that he's only built up the main building that was here before the war, and a small shed behind, but that's for later, it's not part of the challenge. There's a lot of leftover materials from when he was fixing up the house that's just left around, and other than this, there's not a great deal outside. Well, except for some suitcases that he no longer needs. Heading inside of the house, we see that Dahmer lives a very simple life with a passion for cooking. He doesn't have a great deal of items lying around his home, although it looks like he's been keeping a record of who's entered his motel based on the clipboard there. Heading upstairs, the minimalistic amount of personal items continues, although this first room appears to be the room that's rented out to travellers. I guess with one bed, he prefers to cater to travellers that's alone rather than in groups. So the rented room is almost barren, but that makes sense. You wouldn't have a lot of things dotted around a room whose inhabitants can change on a daily basis. Moving to Dahmer's room itself, he seems to only keep items that's very personal to him. Now, the real-life Jeffrey Dahmer would often pose and then take pictures of his victims, and keep them all in a box in his wardrobe. He was also collecting skulls, and at the time of his capture he had accumulated 5 that he'd preserved. He said that he'd intended on making a shrine with the skulls. So I know this is a decoration challenge, however I wanted to tell the story of a man that would have fit right in the apocalypse, and hopefully my decorations has told you a little bit about this man's life. If you're interested in learning more, I've linked Dahmer's wiki page in the description, as some of what he did may get me flagged on YouTube's algorithm. Anyway, I have been Sushikat and I hope you've all had a fantastic day or night. Bye!